Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike. Well done, mate.
Yeah, thanks.
Take two.
Thanks. It's a Monday. It's a bit of a weird day anyway, and I'm tired and hungover. So
yeah, I've got a bad back.
You've got a bad back. What else? What else can we moan about?
Don't know really.
The weather's shit.
Well, God, weather's still terrible. Bleep that out.
Bleep that, Max. It's a bit early in the video for that.
That'd been a bit earlier in the day. Daz is doing some proper work today as well, so that's why it's just me and Dave at the moment.
Yeah, but it's actually Office Bloke Daz that queued up this video. It's just not had the time to come down to the studio today.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame we've not heard of this one, had we? But it's just happened. Was it over the weekend, I think?
I think so,
it's pretty recent, isn't it? So
plane crash at Michigan Air Show.
Yeah.
It's funnily enough, I saw the footage of, I think it was on Instagram Reels or something.
Yeah.
Do you remember the one in, was it Suffolk, where they crashed into a main road?
Yeah.
And killed a load of people.
Absolutely, yeah.
I saw another angle of that was filmed from the road and the plane coming down, which I'd never seen before. Just randomly came up.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. And
that
changed how air shows are done in this country, didn't it?
I think it did, yeah. I think they changed where they could fly and the route that they took and everything, what they can fly over, i.e. away from car parks and this, that and the other. But, I mean, you do get them, you tend to get them like every year, don't you, air shows?
Mm-hmm.
There's like a period, isn't there, where it's like an air show type of, that's when they do them, sort of like all around Europe and stuff, which I guess because of the weather.
Yeah,
but
and there's always accidents in there. It's just very common.
Always seems to be.
Yeah. Let's check it out then.
Yeah.
Plane crash at Michigan Air Show. Let's do it.
This morning, the thrill of the thunder over Michigan Air Show taking a dramatic turn. A MiG-23 performance plane airborne over Belleville, Michigan, and then moments later, trouble. Cell phone video shows the two pilots on board ejecting with a mini explosion as the plane went down, crashing into an apartment complex parking lot, hitting only unoccupied parked cars.
Wow, so lucky that.
The plane bursting into flames.
It was absolutely crazy to see the explosion, the plane coming by.
Ryan Jacobowski saw the crash and says the air show crowd was quickly told what went wrong.
Yeah, so the announcers came over the air and they were basically explaining what had happened, that the pilots were ejecting out and that there was a crash.
A statement from the Wayne County Airport Authority overseeing the air show says the pilot and backseater successfully ejected from the aircraft before the crash. While it did not appear they sustained any significant injuries, first responders transported the pair to a nearby hospital as a precaution. Incredibly, both survived.
I'm glad that nobody was injured on the actual field or anywhere else.
Airport authorities say the pilots declared an emergency.
That's great. I mean, we'll watch the end and see what he's got to say.
Yeah.
But that's great. And the fact that it landed in a parking lot rather than hitting the apartment complex next to it.
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it? That could have gone straight into the building.
It could have gone. It could have gone literally anywhere. Could have been school. Could have been hospital. Shopping mall.
Yeah.
It literally could have been anywhere, couldn't it? But clearly, obviously, the guy would probably say, but it must have been something catastrophic.
Yeah.
For them to just eject like that, so quickly. They're probably lucky that they're in a plane like that, because sometimes you think it's going to be like one of the old planes, don't you? Like over here they have like the Spitfires and the Hurricanes. And
I'm
not sure whether they've got. They probably haven't even got ejector seats in them, have they? I'm not sure.
I think they probably have.
Oh, have they?
Or
Right,
I
okay.
think at least you can pull the thing off and maybe try and bail out.
Yeah.
Because there was lots of stories from the Second World War of Spitfire pilots being captured and stuff, but maybe they've just survived a crash landing.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not 100%, but you'd think they would build something into it, some sort of contingency.
But I mean, all around, it was so lucky. The pilots are okay. Everyone on the ground okay as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
close call.
When you see like plane crashes and boats sinking and stuff, there's just something mesmerising about it.
I know it is. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
So out of the norm of what you're expecting to see. Yeah, let's see if we've got a bit more info.
Just before they ejected from the plane, no word on their conditions overnight. The FAA and the NTSB will investigate the crash.
Hi, everyone.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That was loud. Yeah, it's a scary thing, that.
Oh, very much so. Like I say, could have gone literally anywhere, couldn't it? The plane.
I'm not a big fan of flying, anyways. I mean,
no, I don't think catch you up there in like a 2-seater, would you?
I've been in a, I think it was like a 10-seater above the Grand Canyon.
Oh, have you?
And over Lake Mead and the Hoover Dam and the Grand Canyon and stuff. And I did
what was that like?
Not enjoy it.
You're not keen on it, no?
No way. Because it's like being in a shitty little minivan sort of size.
Yeah.
Where the pilots are there. I could grab the pilot if I wanted.
Yeah.
There's just nothing stopping him. And it's just this rickety thing. But then there's other planes going past and helicopters, and I loved the view.
Yeah. I bet the views are amazing.
Once I actually chilled out a bit, it took me a good 20 minutes to be like, right, just take your mind off it, stare out the window.
Yeah.
And the view was unbelievable. It really was. But I was so happy.
I must admit, I'm surprised you went up there, because I know you're not keen on flying anyway. So to do an extra flight like that, and fair play to you. But
it was worth it. It was worth it. It was also at the height of me struggling with anxiety. It was the worst it's ever been in my life.
Right, okay.
And then when I got on it, I would have kissed the runway when I got off if it wasn't tarmac and it was about 50 degrees. I would have lost my lips.
You would have stuck to it, wouldn't you? I would have guessed it over there. Wow.
Yeah, it was so hot. But yeah, that's... so I have done it.
Yeah.
And I would possibly do like a Spitfire sort of experience. You know, like you can do that sort of thing.
I'm not sure about... I mean, I can sort of take it or leave it flying. I'm not overly keen on it, but you know, if I go away on holiday, whatever, that's fine. But I'm not sure whether I'd fancy getting in a small one like that. You know, like a little biplane or something.
It doesn't feel like a jet. It doesn't feel solid. It feels like you can have rivets just dropping out.
Yeah,
you know,
probably the engine's probably a bit chugging along, and
The weird thing is, I've done a helicopter ride and absolutely loved it.
Right.
Not scared of that whatsoever. Even though helicopters are more dangerous.
Yeah.
It feels safer. Like psychologically in my brain, it makes more sense.
Right.
I absolutely loved being in a helicopter.
Wow, well, I'm surprised at that.
I know.
I must admit.
I know.
There's no thing you won't get me in either, a helicopter.
No.
There's too many of them go down.
The things, I'm not as bad with flying now as I used to be. And actually that flight over Lake Mead and the Grand Canyon and stuff was the thing that got me over my fear of flying to a degree.
Right, okay.
Because then when I got back in a big passenger jet, I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
This just feels so safe in comparison.
Safest form of transport.
Yeah.
It still is, I think, isn't it? Statistically.
Yeah, until you watch that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe if on commercial jets you could wear a parachute.
I've always thought that, yeah. Why if it could glide down to earth or something, but obviously clearly it can't. But
if it was just, those the zip line ones that the military do, and it's just literally like the plane's going down, the back of the plane just opens, the stewardesses clip you all in, and you just run
down run down the aisle and away you go.
At least I feel like I've got a fighting chance.
Yeah,
I'd be like, right, okay.
I'm with you on that. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, nice one.
Anyway, let us know what you think of that, or even if you were there, because I know we've got a few viewers in Michigan.
Yeah, so, absolutely have. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, right then. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and we'll see you again soon.
Cheers.
Cheers.